Well, Mammoth Fortress is open.
Yeah.
And so Mammoth it must be.
Well, I mean, it's like we said, Phazon plus Val equals Mammoth Fortress. We had the equals part, but we didn't have the Phazon plus. It was Phazon plus X. We just didn't have the Val part yet.
Perfect.
Remember your equations,
Yeah.
chat.
It's very, very important, especially if you are a fan of Phazon.
And here we go. Game number 1 of the losers finals. Again, best of 5s here. Phazon versus Wrenched. Phazon was the one who knocked Wrenched into the losers bracket. So Phazon's got to be a little bit confident here. But again, it's best of 5s. It's a whole different situation.
Yeah, a little bit of extra time to get those last-minute adaptations in.
Ooh.
Whoa, stylish.
Yeah, utilizing that soft platform, a very situational thing that you can do is utilize that soft platform for your bounces and get that extended damage.
Oh, man, you see these side lights going for the dodge reads. Phazon, yep, trying to get a bead onto Wrenched. He's hit 3 in a row. The uppercut catching him high.
Does the raw uppercut into Wrenched to get a huge lead. Wrenched, where's the weapon spawn? Right above him. So he just has to jump up to pick it up, and here comes the guitar string.
I mean, every time that you see you caught somebody's dodge immediately, you know you've got that extra time while it's on cooldown. Whoa, ground pound, knocking Phazon down, and the weapon toss sealing the deal.
And just like that, completely evened up. Wrenched on the guitars, was able to get so much damage and a stock so quick.
And now he's got those guitars right back. It's close range weapons aplenty. Phazon on the gauntlets, Wrenched on guitars. Both hunting for dodges. As you know, once you've got it burnt, you've got that time to get in 2, 3, 4 extra attacks. Phazon dunking Wrenched off stage, uppercutting and getting all that extra damage.
Oh,
wow.
Got him with the weapon toss down as well. Here's the uppercut. Still not enough to finish off the stock of Wrenched, though.
Wrenched off stage, goes for that speedy weapon toss.
Getting that extra momentum off that dash forward, but Wrenched able to duck underneath it. Damage getting fairly close here.
Phazon just looking for one solid opening. He's got Wrenched so incredibly damaged. That deep, deep red into the barbecue sauce color.
But Wrenched is extending these stocks. Side air
That's
finally does it. Yeah.
I mean, once you reach a certain point, it's like, just cough on him.
Well, if it was a little bit more left, it would have bounced off the stage, and it might not have actually done it.
Yikes.
But has Wrenched down to his final stock here in game number 1, but Phazon fairly damaged here, which is why he's playing so far away, even utilizing that down signature to kind of pop himself back, throw out the shuriken.
But surviving, however, the guitar recovery follow-up knocks him right into the Adventure Time. You got Gunther's popping out everywhere.
I think there's a Lady Rainicorn inside of that as well. Wrenched back to the guitars, keeping that weapon denial game going. Not letting Phazon get anywhere near it.
Man, so incredibly solid. Even switching over to the blasters here, waiting for that next weapon drop. Phazon kicking Wrenched off the side. Wow, he had to dip up and down to get around those blaster shots to just grab the weapon.
Phazon's movement is looking real solid, but even so, he was just denied a weapon for so long, which gives Wrenched such a good advantage.
Yeah, I mean, movement alone doesn't get any damage on the board.
Phazon fairly hurt now. Nice juggle. Couple of nairs.
Yeah, still a little bit more. Oh, Wrenched picking up with that recovery.
There is a Lady Rainicorn and a Peppermint Butler.
Oh, yeah, everybody's in there.
Everybody's here in that KO.
Now we're still rocking the Val, where you've still got the Lucian.
And we are going to be going into game number 2. Mammoth on the board. Phazon plus Val
Equals Mammoth.
It equals Mammoth. Phazon losing game number 1. A little bit of a departure from what happened in the winner's bracket. But hopefully he can still shake it off and get into this next one, as is, again, a best of 5. Plenty of time to adapt to your opponent.
Ooh, I do like seeing just everybody's opening gambits.
Yeah.
Phazon that time opting for the dash-in, dash-jump side air, expecting Wrenched to go for the weapon, but no bite.
That opener can be so important, just giving you that momentum for the game, getting you that initial weapon pickup, and potentially a whole lot of damage behind it.
Man, I thought Phazon caught Wrench dodge there. Just when Wrench spot dodged and Phazon had that double down air ready for him, it was just shy. It is interesting to see how much the fight centers around that extra weapon drop whenever it's on the field.
Because it's a nice kind of safety net, right? Like it's you have this control if like what just happened with Phazon, where if you launch your opponent and disarm them, suddenly you have weapon control. Suddenly you have that advantage over your opponent. But the down air from Wrenched gets the first stock.
Just those surgical dive kicks.
Only needed one foot that time.
That's what he ended up doing to take down LDZ, is just you watch their recovery, and as soon as they've spent those options, just tag them immediately after to negate it.
Downlight goes for the bounce.
Oh.
Didn't have the positioning for the recovery, so he just tried to get something off of it.
Makes sense. But that still ends up leaving Phazon in the position of needing to find this KO before it starts spiraling out of control.
Oh! He landed right in front of Wrench and then just jumped.
Man. Just the movement trying to avoid any big opener attacks. Phazon still hunting for the KO. He's trying to drop these weapons onto Wrench's head, just knock him down. Anything to take him out before the damage starts really building up.
This is just cherries. Each blast a cherry on top of that cake. But Phazon finally gets the first stock off of Wrench. He took quite a bit of damage there.
Yeah, I mean, that is deep into the orange.
Downline into the recovery. Nice gravity cancel, neutral signature, and
so slick.
Off of the platform. Didn't have enough damage on Wrench for that bounce to lead to a whole lot more, but still, suddenly Phazon's sword coming alive on the second stock.
Yeah, I mean, he's already brought the damage back.
Looking a lot closer here.
He has the stage control. Wrench having to bounce around near that corner. Oh, but catches him with the recovery. Just getting over Phazon's gravity cancel down light attempt.
Such a strong tool for Wrenched with those bunny hops is if Phazon makes the wrong approach, he can just kind of fast fall onto him and go for that falling recovery for the knockout. Side sig!
Oh, yes! I've been waiting to see that one. That side signature, we saw it before against Sandstorm where he flipped onto the stage to get the long horizontal version. But if it's open air, it's that big spiking slash.
It's such a cool signature, and it like does different things in different situations. And I'm surprised it took this long for Phazon to really start bringing it out.
Yeah, because I mean, you can even ride up the wall with it. Now Phazon with quite a damage lead going his way. This is the turnaround he needed. And what a time to do it here on the final stock.
But Wrench is always a threat. Every time he's got a weapon in his hands, he is a threat. Almost caught Phazon. He was dodging back, but was not able to continue the engagement. Hits him with the down signature, though.
Not enough to clear Wrench away from that weapon. Wrench weapon denying Phazon. Ooh, skates right through, grabbing the sword.
Wrench procking into the red now. Down air. Needs more. Yep, there's the blast, the down air follow-up, and Phazon taking game number 2.
And that was perfect timing, waiting for that final blast of the blaster's recovery to go off before sliding in with the down air.
He knew exactly what to wait for and then saw his opportunity, got the stock.
Because I've seen so many people...
You get eager.
They see that little bit of a pause between all the flipping and the kicking, and they're just like, now's my time, and then they get caught by the actual blast.
It's hard not to get eager and see that opportunity, and it's super satisfying to hit it when you get the timing right, but Phazon, he's like, I'm going to play it smart, I'm going to play it safe, wait for that final blast, and then get that down air. We're going to be going right on into game number 3, and sticking with the picks, sticking with the map, Phazon versus Wrenched.
Ooh, tossing that laser shuriken. Just trying to keep Wrenched at arm's length. That footsies play was coming out, you know, making Wrenched whiff attacks just right in his face.
Just pixels away from each other's hitboxes. But it is Wrenched getting the better of Phazon just barely right now.
Let's see, how long can he continue the momentum from last game? I mean, Wrenched seems to have his number. Just don't want to see this spiral out of control. Man, again with the spiking signature. There's the down air right after the blast. He just managed to touch that bottom corner.
Just barely touched, and Phazon saw it, tries to disengage, but the down signature catches him on that soft platform.
Wrenched had to show him he's got a spiking slash of his own.
I could do it too. Gives him a little bit of a check with that that poking side light.
Ooh, Phazon. I like how he does just that side light into test.
Yes, side light into nope.
Just gather information.
Side light into write something in the notebook.
Yep.
That's
like,
what that was.
I see. You spot dodged this time.
Okay. I'll wait for you to be in kill percent before I cash in on this one. Wrench going over to the outside, that right side. Phazon tries to dip down for that down air.
Oh! Man, Wrench with some big plays, just catching Phazon with so many long-range attacks.
Goes for the punish, tries to read the jump, but Wrench jumping away, giving him that spacing. Neutral signature.
Oh my gosh, and now Wrenched is working on a 3-stock.
He's deep red though, so the odds of that 3-stock are fairly low. But still, Wrenched sitting with those 3 versus the 1 of Phazon.
Yeah, I mean, that is still a monumental lead to have to work your way through. Wrench still having the blaster recovery. The weapon toss just beating it out. Phazon not even needing to be near him.
Nope. He just sat on the platform and watched his opponent fall. But he still has another 2 stocks to go through in game number 3.
Ooh, early clash. Oh man,
double recovery.
Big Qatar string. That's a ton of damage, and Phazon cannot afford that right now. Ooh, challenges the gravity cancel signature.
I like it though, because if he went towards the wall, Wrench would have caught him just straight with the signature. So instead, he went for Wrench, went for the damage there. He recognized that Wrench was going for this kind of odd outside positioning, and it was just like, I'm going to move towards you.
Yeah, sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Ooh, Wrench was ready for it.
Just one extra jump. Oh! Got the neutral air and touched the corner all in one fell swoop.
Didn't even need a chase dodge for it.
Oh my god!
Wrenched gets the downlight recovery to win game number 3, and now Wrenched 1 game away from giving us that repeat grand finals, the all wildcard grand finals.
Man, wildcard has to be feeling so good.
They stacked the deck. What can I
their
say?
Twitter is just always popping off, huh?
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, both our players are in top 3 right now. Both our players are usually in grand finals. Yeah, we're doing great.
Every tournament, every North American tournament, they just get a tweet out, wildcard wins.
They've already got it just like queued up. I don't know. Not if Phazon has anything to say about it, because it's a hard legend switch onto Lucian saying, hey, anything you can do, I can do better.
And Phazon did used to play the Lucian, so this isn't just the raw disrespect. Phazon definitely has some Blasters plays. Like, going way back, like 2016, 2017, like, he used to be Blasters first. And it's showing.
Yeah, I mean, that was the kind of the big thing when he had his massive breakout top 8 performance at BCX. It was a lot of the Lucian.
I mean, like, he used to even have a Blasters Discord. Like, he knows Blasters.
Oh, man, just look at the movement. It's so smooth.
So crisp, but he needs to finish the stock. Throws away the blaster. Is going to be going over to the Qatars for the finisher against Wrenched. Falling there, not going to be a stock ender.
Ooh, slap, bounce off the stage. A little bit of weapon toss, making Wrench think about it. Ooh,
nice.
I really love that when you know what your next weapon is coming up just because they alternate. Wow, side air from clear across the other side. when you know what your next weapon is, you can just dash in, pick it up, and know exactly which attack you're coming out with.
Yeah, priming's so incredibly important, or at least keeping track of what your weapons are. It always alternates between the two of them. So Phazon knew he just threw away Katars, so you can go for those kind of instant pickup attacks with blasters.
Oh man, went for that old school double neutral air into recovery, but Wrench
Classic.
Knew how to get out of that one. Oh,
Phazon's blasters, though.
I gotta tell you, he uses the Mammoth platform better than I think any other player I've seen.
Oh, yeah. Especially today, like, he is basically utilizing that platform like it's part of his weapon kit.
All right, so Wrench was able to tie up the stocks, but Phazon built that massive damage lead.
Neutral signature is still not enough to finish off the stock, though. Wanted the full stock lead over Wrench, but Wrench got in with the Katars. Down light, goes for the recovery.
Yep.
That'll do it.
And now just continuing to build that lead. Man, I love this legend switch from Phazon.
It was not expected, but, I mean, it's definitely working.
Well, he's been playing Val forever, you know. He was playing like a little bit of a Surrey on some of the off matchups. It's been a minute for the Lucian. But boy, it just still looks fresh as ever.
It looks like he's been practicing this the whole time. Like, he is not looking rusty at all. Like, normally when you swap to an old character like this, there's some warm-up time. Not for Phazon. Not in the slightest
I mean, he is just flying all over the place. You can't track this guy down. Okay,
not enough.
Finally managed to track him down. It was enough to disarm him, though. So now he's got to fight for
got another pair.
The side signature. Wrench getting sent out wide. Phazon hunting for the KO. He's got the Katars in hand. There's the signature. Not enough.
Gets the wall touch with the gravity cancel down signature. Phazon with Wrench with a punish. The recovery will do it. Woo! Phazon takes it to game number 5 with a swap to Lucian.
Man, what a pivotal switch. His Lucian looks crazy.
He looked like he'd been playing this Lucian the whole time. Like that looked like a very warm, very ready Lucian coming out from Phazon.
Level 63 Lucian, to be exact.
I got a question now.
Yeah.
Do you think that Wrenched is going to stick with the Lucian, or do you think he's going to be like, you know what, I respect it, I'm going to go to Asuri now?
I think the Asuri might be coming out here.
Okay. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking the Asuri might be the pick coming out from Wrenched, but I do definitely like this Lucian coming out from Phazon.
Yeah, I mean, just think about what this means. Like,
Oh, he's going in.
Oh!
He's going in. He's confident in it.
All right.
He's a higher level Lucian as well.
Oh, wow.
By 6 levels.
Wow. So Wrenched has really been putting in that work on Lucian.
No Mammoth. No, Phazon's not on Val, so we don't have to play Mammoth anymore.
Okay, yeah. That's right. That's how the equation works.
We are going to be going to small Brawlhaven, though, which, with how fast that last game was, this match is going to be a quick one.
This one's going to be crazy. Definitely watch out for those signatures. Because, you know, the blasters, they've got the side air to knock closer to the edges. Usually you're going to see the earlier KOs happening on small Brawlhaven horizontally, but blasters don't have great horizontal KO options. Guitars, not so much either. They usually end up sending you up with the recovery. But those signatures, that's where you're really going to see it come into play. So dangerous off stage.
He's still touched.
The patience to remain on the wall there.
Oh!
Double ground. Phazon just turning it around, taking the first stock 40 seconds in.
So much of that was Wrenched with the threat above Phazon, but Phazon just so calm and collected, just chilling right underneath Wrenched, and then when he saw the opportunity, 2 ground pounds to get the stock.
And getting their movement, and Phazon getting the better of Wrenched here. Starting to build all that extra damage lead, even that reverse down air finding purchase.
Ooh, just a little bit off on the spacing to punish that down signature. But Phazon with a significant lead over Wrench right now. Punish?
Yep. That neutral light reaches just high enough to catch the tail end of that signature. Man, full stock lead and building.
Switches over to the Katars to try to finish the stock. Wrench tries to punish the neutral signature.
Phazon saying, oh, Wrench, did you forget I was a Lucian player?
I'm the original Lucian player.
All right, so Wrench does manage to tie up the stocks. Now the question will be how much of this damage gap can he eat into? With dodge reads like that,
Nice.
it won't take long.
But the wake up from Phazon just stopping that momentum. Weapon toss, but ends up going for the pickup instead of just the unarmed recovery.
Ooh,
Side
slap,
air.
even with the bounce,
Yeah.
taking him out.
That's a lot of damage built up on the Wrench for that to work.
Man, and since this is Game 5, Wrench is now on his potentially final tournament stock. Now just to come down with that unarmed side air, a little bit of extra damage. Swaps over to those Katars.
Oh,
Wow.
went for the off direction with the neutralite, but it was 100% expecting Wrench to go in, and Phazon caught him.
That was like one of the earliest reads ever.
He was 2 pages ahead, and Wrench was like, oh, I caught up and am inside of this neutralite now.
Uh-oh.
Downlight recovery.
Okay. Right off the top, Wrench still staying in it. Not letting the lead get more than a stock.
But this is final stocks here for game number 5. Phazon 1 stock away from denying the all-wild card grand final. Can he do it?
I mean, he's also looking to end Wrench's tournament-winning streak
That's true.
here. Phazon looking for... Oh my gosh! Wrench stealing it with that final slap. I thought Phazon had him, and Phazon was just patiently waiting, watching for his final opportunity. And Wrench said, well, if you won't, I will.
That was rude. Wrenched.
My gosh.
Cleans up that last stock so quick. 4 damage difference between the two of them. And Wrench steals that away to get the all wild card grand finals. And does that mean Wrench,
Man.
can he continue this streak? 3 wins in a row.
The dream is...